I didn't know how to title this, so that's why I put the stars, which is obvious, I'm sure. um, I just been thinking a lot about why am I here? What is my purpose? I know my purpose is to help people, to make a difference in my community, um, to inspire others to figure out what their purpose is and then act on it. A lot of times we don't do things out of fear of failure, out of fear of rejection, um, or out of fear of being successful. So, um, yeah, I'm just, right now, um, it's great. I've been listening to videos, messages, now Brother Panic, but also Rashad Jamal, aka Divine White, amongst the other two readers that I listen to on a regular basis. Um, and I'm learning so much. I'm like, wow, this energetically, these videos popped up on my timeline because I'm sending out the message that I'm ready to learn the truth. And it's a lot to take in. It's a lot to take in because I'm just like, where do I start? Where do I start? What part do I play in this? What part I play in this is sharing these videos with certain people that I feel are going to receive it. Um, some of the videos I post on my Facebook page. Some of them I do not. But I mean, once you post one, they're going to know, okay, all right, you're going to be watched. You're on the watch list. I feel like I'm on the watch list. There's a list. Um, anyway, it's so intriguing. It's frustrating. It's mind blowing. Like, wow, this shit is so deep. And I know that things are gonna change. Things are changing. Things are changing. It's inevitable. But and I listened to Ralph Smart too. And one thing Ralph Smart said tonight, he said a lot of great things, but one thing that stood out that I have been saying is that we are going to need each other. We need to come together. We need to unite. We need to get off this division, especially between black and brown. We need to come together. We don't need each other. We won't have a choice but to lean on each other. We won't have a choice but to be like, we're going to have to switch it up. We're going to have to switch it up. I mean, I'm not going to say too much here because I'm still learning, so I don't want to speak out of, say information and then it's incorrect or it wasn't said this way, but just know Brother Panic might be a little bit too much for people. But I love his messages. He says a lot in those many hours that he did those videos. He said a lot, but if you just stay with him, stay focused, come back to it. That's what I do. Like these long video messages, I listen throughout the day, through the evening. I finish those videos because obviously they came to me for a reason, you know. And I just want to. I'm sharing the information with my family and friends who I feel like, we've had conversations on a level where I feel like they would listen and they would receive. I don't know if they listen right away or whatever. It might be too much for some that I have sent them to. And, somebody I sent a message to, Rashad, I sent one of Rashad Jamal's messages to him. And he was like, he's a little too ghetto. And I'm like, you know what? Even when I sent one of the videos to my mother today, because my mom be on that too, the delivery. No, it's the message. I listen to the message. It's the content. If the content is making sense, I don't care. You know, I need to hear it. And I can understand on both levels. I can understand on that proper intellectual type delivery, and I can understand on that ghetto delivery. Cuz I'm versatile. I'm a chameleon. I get it, you know. Grew up around both. So, it's good to be well versed. It's good to fit in different groups. It's good to relate and have people relate to you. It's good to be able to be relatable. That comes with experience, that comes over time. And sometimes it has to just be in you. It has to be your personality, you know? Um, anyway, yeah, it's just interesting. I'm spending, well, I spend a lot of time by myself anyway, but even in the midst of me, I'm able to balance. I have my time where I have my time and I'm out and I'm networking and I'm socializing because that's what I have to do. I still have to do that, right? I still have to do that. Ooh, this right here. Ooh. I'll be so glad when I find somebody who can hook up my eyebrows so I don't have to pencil them on anymore. You don't know how annoying that shit is, man. It really is. Um, anyway, um, yeah, it's all about balance. Balancing your time between learning and socializing. You still got to socialize. Socializing is important. Networking is important. But when you have that time where you just don't want to be around people, you have that time where you feel like you need to just be to yourself, whether that's a weekend, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a few months, do that. Honor that. Because that's part of transformation and growth. So that's what you have to do. It's necessary. So yeah, um, yeah. I feel like what I'm learning is part of the tools that are preparing me for what is here and what the bigger event that's going to happen. This knowledge is part of my armor, part of my protection, will help me navigate and keep me safe. 10 toes down and 50 steps ahead, right? 10 toes down and 50 steps ahead. Yeah, and I don't even know why I came up with those numbers, but or 10 toes down and 60 steps ahead, 90 steps ahead. But I'm going to be armed. Spiritual armor. Spiritual armor. We need our spiritual armor. We need to tap into that. We have it, gods and goddesses. I'm speaking to the gods and goddesses. We naturally have that spiritual armor and protection. We're cosmic beings, we're spiritual beings. Listen to Rashad Jamal and then do your own research. Some of the stuff, some people just, they're so connected to that ancient history. Some of the stuff is not, and he says it's not easy to find. And some of the stuff you're not going to find on Google because Google is still controlled. Media is controlled. Certain platforms are controlled. We know this. But anyway, you're going to know. When you hear the information, you're going to know. Naturally, you're going to know that it's truth. Right? Naturally, you're going to know because it's in you. But just, I'm just glad I'm learning this. I'm glad I'm learning that. I'm glad that this came across my timeline, my channel. This is just what I needed. It's like your mind, your voice, your words are powerful. That's why you have to be very careful about what you say. But what you want manifested, speak it. What you want to see, speak it. Think it. Write it down. Not everything needs to be said on social media. Whether you say it on a live, whether you pre-record, whether you write it, not everything needs to be said. Especially, like, prime example, there's this particular event that I want to do that I know is going to be successful. I know for a fact it's going to be successful. I just have to be aligned with the right person to do this. Because I don't want to do it alone. We don't have to do everything alone. We need a team. This is something that other women will love and they will benefit from. And we can be a strong, powerful team to pull this off. So I was recently on a talk show, podcast, last weekend. And I don't know if I was really supposed to speak about it. It wasn't brought up, so I didn't speak about it. But before I went in there, my mind was, do I really want to speak about that on a public platform when it's not in production yet? A lot of creative ideas we have to keep to ourselves, especially when it's not in writing. It's not in writing, it's not copywritten, it's not in production, right? So I'm like, you know what? No. And even I was supposed to have a meeting with another group of people. And I appreciate the person trying to make that connection with these group of people, but that's not where I how I wanted it to go. That's not the type of meeting that I wanted to have. Um, I have been burned, even when I had stuff in writing. Even when I had stuff in writing, that was a major lesson for me, and it never happened again, and it won't. I'm gonna make sure of it. I'm not even gonna speak on it to give it energy. It was just I was just so floored. I'm making a presentation to somebody trying to get a job. It was for a record label. It was for a particular record label. But now knowing what I know about the music industry, because back then I wasn't really knowledgeable. I was just looking more for, I want to work for a record label. I want to be in marketing and PR. And I think I would have been successful, actually, given the opportunity. But rejection is protection. And that right there showed me that was mild. That was lightweight compared to what really happens. So, and it just wouldn't worked. I know that. So there's a reason why just certain things did not go further in terms of the entertainment industry for me. And I'm okay with that now because I understand. I get it. I know that what is for me is going to be for me. What is not for me, what is not good for me, what could possibly harm me physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, it won't happen. Because my ancestors, my spiritual warriors ain't gonna let it happen. It's not gonna happen. So I'm okay with that now. So experience is the best teacher. Experience. And because you learn along the way. You learn what you need to learn along the way. You meet the people along the way that help you on your journey, that guide you and teach you. Because we're always learning. Once you stop learning, you don't need to be here anymore, right? You don't need to be in this room anymore. So I want to keep learning. I don't ever want to feel like, oh, I know too much. No, because then that means, okay, well, I'm out, I'm done here. No, I'm not done here. Not even by a long shot. It's still so much more. And I really want to see these two projects through. One of them is major. So that's the business plan is done, but that's a major, major, major project. But I feel like once I'm at a certain level financially and just put in the path of the right people who can help me help get it started and put things in motion. Um, I just have to meet those people. And I know that I'm going to meet those people. It's going to happen because I already put it out there. It's already written because it's in writing. It's written, it's in writing. The other project, only thoughts are in writing. So I don't want to speak on that yet, but I feel like it's going to be an amazing experience specifically for the Black woman, the neuromelanite woman. So, yeah, I'm excited about that. I'm looking forward to that. So, on the talk show, like it was mentioned to her, but I didn't want to. I guess the purpose of me also going on the show was just to meet with her, see if we vibe together, and we did. So I feel like now I can reach out to her, you know, in a couple weeks or whatever. Say, hey, when you have some time on your calendar, let's let's meet and let's talk about this idea that I have. And you can think about it. Let me know if you want to come on board. Let me know if this might be too much for you. You don't have time because she's busy. So I get it. So, um, yeah. Just be careful, but you don't have to share your ideas and things with people. And sometimes it's good, even your closest people. It's not always good to share just yet. Just wait. Just wait. You don't want to overtalk it. I don't want to overtalk it. You know, I don't want to talk myself out of something, right? And then, honestly, I don't want to give somebody the ideas and then next thing you know, they're doing it on their own without me. That happens. So, oh, I'm just sitting here looking at my floor. I have all my art stuff down there. Like my living room is like living room / little mini art studio. But I love it. I love doing art. I know I've said that in the other videos I've done about art, my art. Um, and I love that it's no pressure to get it done. But I feel like I'm more of an abstract artist because it's no structure. You can just put your vision down in a way that it looks like it makes sense. And then somebody's going to see something like, oh, wow, that looks like Africa. Or that looks like this. That looks like that. I'm like, oh, yeah. Yeah. But I think I'm pretty talented because, just the way I put colors together and, just lay things out. So I'm excited about the Sweets collection. That's what it's called, the Sweets collection, um, where it's colorful, fun, sprinkles and sprinkles and sparkles. Sprinkles and sparkles. Yeah, so I'm excited. I mean, I want to have enough canvases. I want to have enough art pieces where I can actually vend. So I guess that means I need to have at least 50 pieces, right? Or maybe not even 50, 30. Yeah. But they'll all be one of a kind. Like nothing's gonna be the same. Oh, excuse me. Oh my God. So sorry. Ooh, I think that's the first I've yawned on a live. Put myself to sleep, huh? Um, but yeah, I have my canvases over there. I saw black canvas, and I'm sure I've seen black canvas before, but you always see white. Like that's a thing. And so I got the black canvas at Hobby Lobby, and I want a bigger one. That's 16 by 20. I feel like I need a bigger one, right? Like 20 by 24 or something. Um, so yeah, I'm just doing different things that represent sweets and candy and yummy goodness. Um, so it's fun. My first collection. But now I feel like I have to maybe hurry up and do some more. But maybe, yeah, one of my friends just suggested that I should sell on Etsy. And I did set up, I have an Etsy account, so I just have to add these items to it. So it's exciting. It's exciting. I'm excited. Anyway, yeah, I just wanted to, the main thing, I wanted to come on here and just encourage you all to think about your purpose. What is your purpose here, and what part are you going to play in fulfilling that purpose? It seems like everybody's purpose is to help each other in some way. I feel like that's what the purpose is, to help each other and be kind to each other and love. How are you showing love? What are you doing to show love? What are you doing to let someone know that they're important? To make them feel seen and heard and loved, and so that can be passed on as well from that person, and so on and so on. That's what I feel all of our purpose is. And we're to band against evil, right? There's so much evil. I cannot believe, I can't even put into words what is happening right now. And every time I see a video, and I'm talking about this World War III, every time I see a video of these babies, the people, the adults is bad. I mean, all of it is horrible. It's horrific. It's horrific. It's almost like I think, when I'm about to post certain things, I'm like, man, I'm over here in this somewhat protected life, and there's people over there who are being attacked daily. Kids being killed, women, men, being killed, bombed, blown up. It's just mind blowing. It's appalling how anybody could be okay with that. That's history. Over time, I mean, it's been happening for so long. The violence, the defeat and conquer, and stealing from, stealing from people that is theirs. And why are we so worried about what other people are doing that we don't agree with? If it's not harming you or your family, if it's not detrimental to you and your family, why are you concerned about their religion, their lifestyle, their hair texture, the color of their skin, their body structure, or their body type? Just so many things. But anyway, I'm gonna get off here. I'm getting sleepy. It's midnight. It's a little after midnight. So just wanted to come on. So anyway, have a great night. Have a beautiful Sunday. My hair is so soft. Have a beautiful Sunday. And have an amazing week to come. I hope the week is productive for you. I hope you accomplish at least one goal that you have for yourself. All right. All right. Good night.